Well, 702 and Sage 1 have been asking you to nominate small businesses that you've dealt with that have left a lasting impression. We've been inundated. And you can keep nominating right through to the end, eh? And Sage knows that all big dreams start out small. The local lemonade stand, the selling the biscuits at the door, whatever. That's why they've introduced Sage 1. It's simple, it's secure, and it's affordable. Accounting and payroll. It's in the cloud, and it's designed for small growing businesses. Visit sage1.co.za and you can have a free 30-day trial. You've got nothing to lose. Sage 1, powered by Sage Pastel and VIP. They're committed to small businesses and they're proud sponsors of the 702 Small Business Awards. Now, Georgia Fain Hervey is the nominator, and she's nominated the Alternative Print Workshop. And she says they offer an environment where artists, photographers, and anyone with an interest in alternative and historic photographic processes can learn, can create, and be inspired. Every time she goes to the studio to play around with her cyanotype printmaking, she's assisted with genuine attention and guided with the utmost care and passion from Dennis and Janice. They're both passionate about handmade and authentic printmaking processes. Isn't it fascinating? And they encourage their students and visitors to create beautiful work. And this is what Georgia says. To paint the picture of a day spent at the Alternative Print Workshop, the workstations are always kept immaculate. They're ready for students. There's delicious filter coffee and tea on the house. You can select any of their old school CDs to listen while you work. It sounds brilliant. She says Dennis and Janice, she says, are always there to help, and they assist the students create and develop their prints. These historic processes are mostly handmade, where artists build their own cameras. Seriously. They mix chemicals and they hand coat emulsions onto fine watercolor papers. And the processes include cyanotype, pinhole, Van Dyke brown, salted paper, platinum palladium, and many more. And the resulting prints are unique and intrinsically beautiful. Well, if that hasn't got your attention, nothing will. And on the line, the owner of the Alternative Print Workshop, Dennis De Silva, joins us. Dennis, that is an extraordinary nomination. Good morning to you.
Morning, John, and morning to your listeners.
Where did you get the love of this historic photography and art? Where did it all come from, Dennis?
Well, I've been in the photographic industry for 45 years. And
yeah.
A few years back, my partner and myself, we started doing these historic printing processes for ourselves, and we just loved them and fell in love with them. They're just really beautiful. And our dream was one day to create a working environment for artists and art photographers where we could create a community of workers.
Brilliant.
For anybody that's interested in it.
Where are you based, Dennis?
We're based in Parktown. We've got great facilities, a wonderful studio, good parking.
And so for people, I mean, either established artists or people who just want to get into it or whatever, you educate, you teach people about it, or you give them this community where they can go and do their own thing. Have I got that right?
Yeah, we teach. We have courses. They're they're simple. They're not complicated. We don't want to be rocket scientists. There's enough information on the network for that. So we keep them simple. They're half day, they're full day. But as it's mentioned, you coat your own emulsions. They're really beautiful papers. It's a hands-on business that we have, and we have anybody. We had. Pepe Marie from Joe Public and his creative team. We've had a 10-year-old birthday party. We've had face-to-face schoolgirls. We've had architects. We've had businessmen. We've had many, many people. We're also going to be in the school holidays. We're going to have summer camps, spring camps, especially for teenage kids.
Gee, so you've got a kid there who's interested in photography and technology or art in any way. This would be a wonderful thing to do.
Anything. John, we've had people there that have had no interest in photography whatsoever, have no knowledge even in this day and age. And they've loved it. They might never do it again, but we certainly hope that we can create a working environment for artists and people that are interested in it.
What about a birthday party? That could be great, Dennis, eh?
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
We had 14 10-year-olds there. We adapted it to suit them. We do it at nighttime. We do it at the daytime. And we use the sun to expose all our images. So you're working out in a beautiful sun. We've got a beautiful little garden where you're working. And, of course, if there is no sun and we do it at night, we've had special ultraviolet light boxes made so we can work at night.
Fascinating, Dennis. Lovely to talk to you. Well done. How long have you been going, Dennis?
We've been going since January, John.
Brilliant stuff. Well, I bet there'll be a lot of interest after this. Dennis, good luck to you. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much, John.
Bye-bye. That's Dennis De Silva. Isn't that fascinating? And that's been the feature of some of the businesses this year. So if you've used the alternative print workshop or any of the other finalists, go to 702.co.za, comment on and rate the businesses. Also, don't phone us. All the details of the finalists are there on the website, okay? That's with the 702 Small Business Awards with Sage 1. The interviews are there as podcasts, and the next one will be with Olani Gwala just before 5 this afternoon.